Good day, everyone. Good day, Sir Jeff Harantilla. I am Elizaris Madanga, and today we are going to discuss the survey design together with my pair, Genesis Morales. Most people are familiar with surveys. We often receive surveys to record opinions as voters, to register approval of consumer products, and to measure opinions about electoral candidates. To many people, survey research is simply a survey instrument such as questionnaire or interview. Although we survey people using an instrument in educational research, and the instrument is only one aspect of a broader procedure in survey design. This chapter defines survey research. So, survey research is the method used to collect data from a same sample of individuals in order to describe trends and understand attitude or opinions on a specific topic. It involves using instruments like questionnaires or interviews to gather information, analyzing the data, and drawing conclusions about the larger population. In this chapter, defines survey research, identifies when you use it and how it developed. By the end of this chapter, you should be able to define survey research and describe when to use it and how it developed. Second, describe the types of survey designs. Third, identify the case characteristics of survey research. Fourth, describe how to construct and use a mailed questionnaire. Fifth, describe how to design and conduct an interview survey. Sixth, identify potential ethical issues in survey research. Seventh, list and steps in conducting survey research. And the last one is identify criteria useful for evaluating survey research. What is survey research? When do you use it? And how did it develop? With its many applications, survey research is a popular design education. Survey research design are procedure in quantitative research in which investigators administer a survey to a sample or to the entire population of people to describe the attitude, opinions, behaviors, or characteristic of the population in this procedure. So, survey research is a quantitative research method where researcher administrator surveys to sample or the entire population to gather data on attitude, opinion, behavior, or characteristic of it. So, the development of survey research can be traced back to the early 19th century, with advancement in sampling techniques, measurement scales, and standardization of questions contributing to its growth and widespread application in various fields. So, when do you use survey research? You use survey research to describe trends such as community interest in school bond issues or state or national trends about mandatory student uniform policies. You also use survey research to determine individual opinions about policy issues, such as whether students need a choice of schools to attend. Survey helps identify important beliefs and attitude of individuals, such as college students' beliefs about what constitutes abuse behaviors in dating relationships. They may be used to follow up with graduates 5, 10, or 15 years after college to learn about their present careers. So, you use survey research to describe trends such as community interest in school bands, issue or state or national trend about mandatory students' uniform policies. Then, ang survey is makatabang para mag-identify og kung unsa ka importante ang beliefs and attitudes sa isa ka tao, such as college students' beliefs about what consists truths, abuse behavior in dating relationships. So, how did survey research develop? Surveys have been widely used in education for many years. Early surveys date back to 1817 when Mark Antoine Julien de Paris designed a 34-page international survey of national education system de Lancier 1988. In the 1990s, G. Stanley Hall surveyed children, and by 1907, the Pittsburgh Survey examined social problems including educational issues ranging from educational planning for school buildings to issue of children in classroom who are slow learners. Bogdan and Bicklin 1998. So, ang survey guides have been developed widely used in education for many years. Early survey date back to 1817 when Macro Antoine de Paris designed a 34-page international survey of national education system. So it began to evolve into modern form during the period of between World War I and World War II, with advancement in sampling techniques, measurement scales, and standardizations of question contributing para mag-develop pa ang survey research. So, the next slide is what are the types of survey design? Despite the many applications survey today, there are still only two basic types of research surveys, cross-sectional and longitudinal. Figure 12.1 shows that each type serve a different purpose. So, despite sa kadahan sa application og survey karon, pero there are still only two basic types of research survey maoning cross-sectional o longitudinal. So, atong i-discuss first ang cross-sectional design. Cross-sectional survey researchers use cross-sectional design to collect data about current attitudes, opinions, or beliefs. So, the most popular form of survey design used in educational design is a cross-sectional survey design. When survey design, the researcher collect data at one point in time. So, ang cross-sectional design is para mag-collect og data about attitude, opinion, kag beliefs. For example, a survey about tasting completed by middle school children capture their present views. Next is longitudinal survey design. An alternative to using a cross-sectional design is to collect data over time using a longitudinal survey design. A longitudinal survey design involves the survey procedure of collecting data about trends in with the same population, changes in cohort group or subpopulation, or changes in penal group of the same individuals over time. Thus, in longitudinal design, the participants may be different or the same people. Ang longitudinal survey design po ay involves collecting data over time to track trends, changes in cohort group, or changes in panel group of individuals. For example, a study could follow high school graduates over 1 to 2 and 5 years para i-examine their occupation after graduation. What are the key characteristics of survey research? Whether a survey design is longitudinal or cross-sectional, there are key characteristics of both that will help you design a survey or read and evaluate a published survey study. So survey researchers engage in the process of sampling from a population, collecting data through questionnaires or interviews, designing instruments for data collection, obtaining a high response rate. So, ang survey research involves several case characteristics. So, Ang first is sampling from population to collect data either through questionnaire or interview. Second is designing data collection instruments such as a survey or interview protocols to effectively gather the desired information. So the last one is striving to obtain a high response rate from the sampled population in order to ensure the date is representative. The next slide is what are the steps in conducting survey research? The step in the process of conducting survey research follow the general process of research. Survey steps, however, address primarily and procedure for collecting data, analyzing data, and writing the final report. Step 1 is design if a survey is the best design to use. You need to decide whether survey research is the best design to use in the study. Survey help describe the trends in a population or describe the relationship among variables or compare groups. The meaning of survey are suitable for assessing population trends and if ang survey ba appropriate sa research method for the study. Step 2 is identify the research questions or hypotheses. You can address both research questions and hypotheses in a survey design. Survey lead themselves to hypothesis testing because you will be studying a sample to draw inferences to a population. Form of research question or hypothesis are those that describe the characteristic or trends of a population of people. Compare groups in terms of specific attributes such as comparison of teachers and administrators about attitude towards in-service learning days. Relate two or more variables such as survey of teachers to relate burnout to number of years of teaching. So step 2 is identifying the research questions of or hypothesis. So these steps requires formulating research question or hypothesis that survey can address. So the step 3 is identify the population, the sampling frame, and the sample. The process of survey research begins with identifying the population. This step requires defining the population, determining the number of people in it, and assessing whether you can obtain a list of names. The sampling frame for the sample, also the population may need to be stratified before sampling. So select characteristic of the population, example males and females are represented in the sample. So in the step 3 is identify the population, the sample frame, and the sample. This step defines the target population and determine the sampling frame. The step 4 is determine the survey design and data collection procedures. The researcher must also determine if the survey study will be cross-sectional or longitudinal. The decision to use a longitudinal or cross-sectional design relates to the nature of the problem studied, access to participants, and the time available to the researchers for data collection. So, the fourth step is determine the survey design and data collection procedure. This step involves deciding between a cross-sectional or longitudinal survey design and selecting appropriate data collection. So that's all for my part, and step 5 and so on will be discussing by Mr. Genesis Moralia. Thank you for listening, everyone. God bless.
Hi sir, hi classmate. My name is Genesis Morales, the last reporter. Step 5, develop or locate an instrument. You need an instrument to collect or measure the variables in a study. It is easier to locate an instrument than to develop one. Standard or reliability and construct validity. Need to apply to score from existence instrument before you select them for use. If a study addresses only a few variables, researchers can design their own instrument and check for reliability and validity. For score them, this instrument during data analysis is the most important. Or something like get an instrument to collect your data, or you have your own instrument to collect your own data, and it is easier to find an existence one to make your own. Check the existence one is reliable or measure what you want. And step 6, administer the instrument. This steps is perhaps the most consuming phase of survey research, or the most consuming time for survey-based research. It involves seeking and obtaining permission to conduct the survey and using procedure for data gathering, such as training interviewer or preparing questionnaires for mailing. It requires continually following up to obtain the high response rate, checking for response bias or questionnaires are used, and preparing the data for analysis by coding the information from the instrument into a computer file. Or administer the instrument. This includes getting permission, training people to use it, and make sure you get a high response rate. You also need to prepare for data analysis, like you have a permission to get permission to train people, and you have a high response rate to prepare your. Also, you need to prepare the data for analysis. Step 7. Analyze the data to address the research question or hypothesis. The data analysis procedure will reflect the types of research questions or hypotheses the researchers plan to address the study. Analysis consists of noting the response rate, checking the response bias, conducting prescriptive analysis of all items, and then answering descriptive questions. It might also involve testing hypotheses or research questions using inferential statistics. Or analyze the data, look at how many people responded to your survey, and check if there is any bias in the responses. Describe what the data shows. Use statistical analysis to answer your research question or test your hypothesis. And also, we have a step 8, write the report. You should write the survey study using a standard quantitative structure and consist of an introduction, the review of the literature, the method of result, and discussion specific in the method section of the study. Detailed information about the survey procedure included the discussion section. Comment about the generalizability of result to the population. Or write the report, include an introduction. Writing a report, you should have a introduction, and the second, review what the other research has found on the topic, and thirdly, explain how you conducted your study, and present the result of your analysis, and discuss what the result means and how they apply to the wider population. How do you evaluate the survey research? Whether the research consists of interviews or mailed questionnaires, survey studies need to meet high standard of quality. If you plan to convey a survey, you need to design the right of method section in your study that convey the detailed survey research procedure. For educators who read the seek to use results from surveys, a checklist of elements to include a survey design can provide basic information to look for in a finished study. The following checklist of quality criteria is based on the key concept introduced in the chapter and adapted the Fowler 2009 and Newman 2000, the researcher. Evaluate survey research consider several key criteria. These criteria include clear research objective and sample selection and valid and reliable measures. Key idea in the chapter: defining survey research, when to use it, and how it developed. Although broad in scope, survey research is a form of quantitative research in which the investigator identifies the sample and the population, collect data through questionnaires or interviews, and draw conclusions or make inference about the populations. It is a useful design to use a researcher seek to collect data quickly and economically, study attitude and opinions, and survey geographically dispersed individual. The key idea in this chapter include defining survey research. Survey research is a qualitative research method where the investigator select a sample form of populations. Number 2, purpose of survey research. Survey are useful for collecting data efficiently and economically. Number 3, data collection methods. Survey typically involve collecting data through questionnaires or interviews. Number 4, sampling. Survey research involves selecting a sample that represents the largest populations of interest. Number 5, benefits of survey research. Survey research provide a quick and cost-effective way to gather data, allowing research to study a wide range. And survey research is a qualitative method where data is collected through questionnaires or interviews to draw conclusions about a larger populations. Give a 7 example of research and describe and specific the target population in the sample, or describing who you studied and how you picked them. And next, identifies how the sample was derived, or describe the sample, explain if randomly selected the participant or used different method, and discusses the size of sample and the means for deriving the sample, or sample size. Say how many people were in your study and explain how you decided on the number of participants. Next, use the type of survey that matches the research questions or hypothesis, or we call survey approach. Say if follow people over the time or just ask them once, and explain how the survey type matches your research questions, or you have a survey and explain the survey type matches your research questions. Clearly identify the instrument and use in data collection and how they, or data collections instrument. List the specific tools like survey, interview, and use to collect data. Explain how you choose those data collections, and report information on the reliability and validity, or obscure them past uses of the questionnaires or interviews. Instrument reliability and validity. Discuss the reliability and validity of the questionnaires interview used, and summarize previous research on the instrument reliability and validity. Discuss the procedure of administering the instrument, or administering instrument. Outline how data collection tools were given to participants. Key idea in the chapter: defining survey research, when to use it, and how it developed. Although broad in scope, survey research is a form of quantitative research in which the investigator identifies the sample and the population, collect data through questionnaires or interviews, and draw conclusions or make inference about the populations. It is a useful design to use a researcher seek to collect data quickly and economically, study attitude and opinions, and survey geographically dispersed individual. The key idea in this chapter include defining survey research. Survey research is a qualitative research method where the investigator select a sample
Steps
form
in
of
conducting
population.
survey research.
Number 2,
The
purpose
step in
of survey
conducting a
research.
survey
Survey are useful
consists
for
of
collecting data
determining
efficiently and
if a
economically.
survey design
Number
is the
3,
best
data collection
design to use.
methods.
Forming
Survey
a question or
typically involve
hypothesis and
collecting data
identifying a
through
population
questionnaires
and
or
the sample
interviews.
study.
Number
Then
4,
a researcher
sampling.
select a type of survey
Survey
to reach
research
this
involves
sample or
selecting a sample that
populations.
represents
Collect
the
data to
largest
ensure a good
populations
rate
of
of
response
interest.
and minimal response. This and statistically analyze the data to answer descriptive questions or to address relationship or comparison questions or hypotheses. Criteria of evaluating survey research. A good survey study include the identifications of population and the sample contains an adequate size sample systematically derived employs across sectional or longitudinal design specifies the instrument determines whether score from them will likely a reliable and valid uses appropriate data analysis procedure to answer the questions or hypotheses and is written acknowledging ethical issue and using a standard structure. The step in conducting survey research includes determine if a survey design is appropriate for the research objective. Number 2, formulate research question or hypothesis. Number 3, identify the target population and select a representative sample. Number 4, choose the type of survey method to reach the sample population. Number 5, collect data ensuring a high response rate and minimizing response biases. Number 6, analyze the data using appropriate statistical procedure. Number 7, use the result to answer descriptive question or test relationship and comparisons. Criteria for evaluating survey research includes identification of population and sample. Number 2, adequate sample size derived systematically. Number 3, use a cross-sectional or longitudinal design. Number 4, specification of survey instrument and inclusion for sample questions. Number 5, consideration of reliability and validity of the survey measures. Number 6, use a appropriate data analysis procedure to address research questions or hypotheses. And lastly, acknowledgement of ethical issue and adherence to a standard structure in writing the study. And that's all po. Thank you po.